guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, went out shopping yesterday and picked up this Mastercraft belt disc sander. It's a 4x36 and it was on sale for $129. I love that price lately. Bandsaw, drill press, sander, all $129. Anyways, I've been looking for a sander for a while, and I used to have a 1x5 sander, and I love those little sanders. They're great, and I tortured the hell out of a few of them in my time. And they are great little sanders, and they stay out of your way, and you know, lightweight. But can't get them anymore in town. Nobody's carrying them. I don't know why. Amazon has them, but nobody else seems to carry them. But you can still get the belts and the discs for them. You know, no problem there. Anyways, so we've got the manual here. We've got a 6-inch disc. So anyways, I need a sander for the shop. And my son actually has this exact same sander. He got his, mind you, used on Kijiji for like 50 bucks. But who cares, you know. You can't always come across a good deal. And his was like absolute cherry condition too for 50 bucks. It's like it hadn't even been used. So he got a great deal. Now I've had 2 Ryobis in the past. Same size. Both of them caught fire within 10 minutes of bringing them home and plugging them in. So it was like, yeah, they sucked. So wasn't too impressed with Ryobis, which also kept me away from these for a while. Anyway, so we've got the table here. This goes in front of the 6-inch belt, or 6-inch disc. So anyway, I thought, well, my kid's been torturing his, and he hasn't blown it up yet. So I figured I'd get one. These things are heavy beasts. Sorry for getting in the way of the camera. And seeing as I can't get the sander that I wanted, I'm okay with this because the entire table does tilt up. Holy cow. Thing is a beast. It's heavier than it looked on the shelf. So you've got a good solid cast iron base on this thing. Oh, there we go. Beastie. So we just gotta put a disc on there, and I'm gonna clean that surface up first. And then we'll assemble it all, and we'll give her a test spin for you guys on another video. But getting the belt off is, you know, pretty easy. You just pull this, and your belt will slide right off here. Oh, we got an adjustment to do here. Yeah, I guess we got to, we have to do a little adjusting here, but we'll get her off of there. Got to snug stuff up, line the belt too. This is the adjustment wheel for lining your belt up center on the spindle. Anyways, we'll monkey with that some more later. After we get it all figured out and read the instructions. That's centered there. There. Now we can adjust it from there. Anyway, so table does lift up. There is a release here someplace. We will find that out for you guys. That's around here. I doubt you'd have to. No, that doesn't do it. So that's just to let the tension off. I'll figure it out. That's what instructions are for. I haven't had one model like this before. The Ryobis, they're a little different and easier to just adjust the thing so you can lift the table up. There's a bracket that mounts across here that I'm going to have to do. It's like a little table type bracket thingy, and it's a good stopper for when you're in the lay down position like this. And when you're upright, you can use it as a little tiny miniature table for, you know, rounding stuff out and whatnot. Works great. I did pick up extra belts for this and some extra discs. You get a 5-pack of assorted grits, and they were like, I think they were like $6 or something. And it was about $7 for the 120 grit, and it was $10 for the 80 grit. So I got a couple extra belts. So if you're going to buy a belt sander like these things in this size category, buy extra belts, buy extra discs, then you've got them on hand. Now the belts usually last a long time. The discs, from my experience with my 1x5, my discs, depending on the grit, either lasted quite a while or they didn't. Of course, it depended on what I was carving into too. Because if you look back at my channel, you'll actually see my old Delta one I had, my 1x5. And I used to, you know, do everything from wood on there, metal stuff, you know, I mean, I tortured the poor thing. And it was a great little machine, so I really loved it. Anyways, so that's our sander, and that was $129 regular, $229 at Canadian Tire. Don't know how much longer the sale is on for. I think it's this week's sale still, because the flip over is usually on Thursday. So yeah, it should still be on for the next few days. So if you're Canadian and you're looking for a new sander, I would recommend this based on my son's experience with it. Like I said, he tortures the hell out of his. He's had no problems. This sander has been on the market for quite a while from Canadian Tire. I don't know of too many problems that have ever happened with them. You know, so I figured, well, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. It's got to be way better than the Ryobi anyway, because, yeah, I didn't even, you know, get 10 minutes and I blew them up. Like, and I was just very lightly letting wood carve. I wasn't, you know, like sanding it down, eh? And it was like, boom, that's it. It was like, oh, that kind of really sucked. So anyways, yeah, we'll definitely come back. I've got to figure out how to angle this table up. There's got to be a, I don't know. We'll get it figured out either way, and then I can give you guys the instructions. Then you won't have to read your manual, see? I'll give you an instructional video on how to do this. But no, putting this together, it's easy. There's a couple screws that hold the table in place. So you've got this little table here. And you can change it from 0 to 45 degrees. So that just basically sits in like that sort of deal. You know, and then you've got your little protractor jobby here type of thing. Away you go. You got your one bracket goes on top. And this looks like it's part of, yeah, that's going to be for down here somewhere probably. Anyways, there you go. So $129, how do you go wrong? You know, that's like $100 savings. And I've been doing great at saving money on tools lately. Even my bandsaw was like $129. My drill press was $129. You know, it's a great savings. Now this is a pretty heavy duty tool in comparison to the bandsaw that I bought and the drill press. They're not super heavy duty items, but they're smaller because I have a small shop. This is like a 12 by 12 shop. And so I also gonna have to build a table. I've got a piece here from this bench to my other workbench over here. I'm gonna have to build a table surface for this guy to go on, and that'll work out just fine. unless I find a more suitable spot. But I'm trying to keep my tools also in a big circular type pattern and not clogging up this bench too much or my main workbench over to your right. But I'll give you guys a shop tour once I get this place all set up. I've been spending the last, well, since last year I started actually refurbishing this shed. So I put in a new floor. I've just finished doing the entire outside on the lower half with all outside wood paneling because it has like a Fabrine material on this one. And of course the inside you can see, it's got this Fabrine stuff. So I've been slowly paneling stuff up too as I can get my hands on wood and the whatnot and painting stuff. And I've replaced my doors, and you'll see that in the video too, because I'm sure there's video on my channel of this shed originally to a certain point anyhow. But this is going to be my woodwork shop, and hopefully if I can squeeze the room, eventually I'd like to get a small milling machine and a small lathe for metal cutting and get back into metal munching again, because I really miss munching metal. It's such a fun thing, and it could come in useful for my guitar stuff. But this is going to be for working on guitars, making parts for them when necessary. My 8-inch drill press, I bought this over here. This is just for refretting guitars with, and I might use it for other small things that I need quick jobs done on instead of doing setups on my other one. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching and checking out this video on the sander. And even this blue matches my drill press and my bandsaw, which is kind of cool. I really like this shade of blue too, so I'm kind of glad that Mastercraft, they changed up their color schemes and went with this kind of a blue, because that's awesome. It's one of my favorite colors for the blue tones. But anyways, hey, catch you later. Ciao.